Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss the topic of solid waste management and its rules, 2016. Post the visionary philosophy of Swatch Bharath proposed by our Prime Minister was adopted as a policy, the whole process of solid waste management has been transformed. Now this Swatch Bharath as a pillar of sustainability, one of the pillar of the three, that is Swatchatha, Maulyata and Arthikata, will support the growth and prosperity of a nation and our economy. India produces or will be producing around 387 million tons of solid waste by 2030. Quite huge as compared to other advanced countries. China will be producing 295 with its population and the size more than India. Brazil also is around 96 by 2030. So we need to gear up to reduce and handle the increasing load of solid waste with the increasing population and consumption culture. Post the Swachh Bharat mission came the solid waste management rules 2016, adopting many provisions which are not there in the earlier version of 2000. So this new version of rules, 2016 version of solid waste management rules, defines solid waste as which includes solid or semi-solid domestic waste, sanitary waste, commercial waste, institutional waste, catering and market waste, and other non-residential waste, street sweepings, silt removed or collected from the surface drains, horticulture waste, agriculture and dairy waste, treated biomedical waste, excluding industrial waste, biomedical waste, and e-waste, battery waste, radioactive waste generated in area under the local authorities. It's a huge, very long definition. They also state the responsibilities of all stakeholder agencies involved in the process of solid waste management. All the municipal bodies, generators, and contractors or waste handlers. First responsibility assigned is the generators. The generators need to reduce if possible, try to reduce, recycle if possible, try to recycle, and then segregate. Then after segregation, need to hand it over to the authorized persons or agencies which will handle the solid waste. Authorized means municipal authority authorized agencies. They have also assigned responsibility to manufacturers of hazardous goods or non-biodegradable goods, packing materials, to reduce the use of it possible, or to arrange a buyback facility to take over this waste, like in, say, mobile manufacturers or such kind of products manufacturers should arrange facility to take back that non-biodegradable products or parts. This kind of responsibility they have assigned to these manufacturers. And in addition, they have also assigned responsibility to the apartments, gated communities, apartments with 5,000 square feet or more, and the gated communities to have their own arrangements to segregate the waste and manage this to waste to the extent possible. Now coming to the segregation of the waste, the rules define that waste need to be segregated in three parts. That is biodegradable, non-biodegradable, and domestic hazardous wastes. Biodegradable is one which easily can be disposed of, with natural ones, and non-biodegradable is something which cannot degrade itself, which requires some treatment. And hazardous waste are those which are classified as hazardous, like oils and so many things, or electric bulbs. They come in e-waste, but oils are hazardous waste, something like that. But in practice, we do segregate in two categories, wet and dry waste. With the help or advice of the municipal authorities, we do the segregation into two parts. We have a rule 2016 which says 3 parts, and we follow 2 parts. I don't know how far it is correct, violating our own rules. Now, why we have to do that is more important here. Now, what happens if you don't do like that is the issue, like the impacts. The result of improper handling of the solid waste management is that groundwater contamination, surface water contamination, falling of environment, and whatever air we breathe, and spreading of epidemics or pandemics, fires within the dump yard, bird menace above the dump yard, erosion stability problems relating to the slope of waste dump, bad odor, pests, rodent, wind-blown litter in and around. Now, these are the issues what we see. It can be handled effectively to avoid all these impacts on our environment. How do we do that? We need to employ the technology, newest technology, advanced technology, and process this waste. And these rules also have included the hierarchy of waste, waste to wealth provisions, waste to energy provisions. We need to encourage these things with the contractors. But problem what we face in waste management on ground is the contractors who come, the agencies who handle this municipal solid waste either are not fully competent, do not have resources to handle this with technological competency as per the international standards. Until we do that, we may not achieve our goals set by Swatch Bharath. Because if you take example of Sweden has only 1% of its waste goes to the landfills. But whereas in our case, 90% or 80% goes to the landfills. Now, landfills are the area. It is not enough that I clean my house, I clean my surrounding, I clean my environment. No, we need to reduce this landfill issues. Landfill issues will aggravate further in the coming years. Now only we have seen protests from many villages not agreeing to have landfills near their villages. So it is needed to have a target to reduce these landfills by reducing the landfill requirements, landfill waste, by increasing reprocessing of the waste, encouraging these facilities, adopting it facilities. Now here, what is the problem we are facing, will be facing or is facing is the segregation part. The source segregation done in 2 categories once again complicates the secondary segregation at the disposing site. So if we do this segregation in the source site, the 90% of the disposing site is sorted out, and it will help easy disposable, reprocessing of this waste more effectively. So we have a rule in place and we do not follow, is something not right. If you think that rule is not practical, then we need to change the rule itself, not disobey the rule. Similarly, when we choose a contractor, we need to choose a contractor who is technologically competent, who has the resources to manage, who has the past record of good practices, and who can really carry out to the satisfaction of the stakeholders of the requirement of the law and the rule and the international standards. We can see some of those international facilities which I have shown here in the picture. It looks like as clean as it could be, and as compared to Indian sites also which I have shown, which are very bad. We need to reach to that standard someday. So these are the two things. Apart from this, what more is required is the audits, the targets. First of all, we need to fix a target with the municipal or the municipal agencies, government agencies also, and at the same time target to the handlers or operators or the agencies. These targets need to be audited by some third party, evaluating the performance to ensure effectiveness of handling. And this target should be fixed to reduce this landfill waste, the waste which goes to landfill. We should at least ensure by another 10 years we will reach to 1% of our waste going to landfill. Then only probably we may be able to achieve our goal, commitment of Swatch Bharath. And I feel we all need to gear up to reach that target and make our country Swatch with Maulyatha to increase our Arthikatha. Thank you, gentlemen.